Hello everyone, I'm Jay from the GameBustersUK. We're back to another post-commentary of Digimon World 2003 because we still gotta collect the rest of the so-called epic legendary cards, whatever you want to call them. So in this video we've got two. I think we're fighting one Ogumon, BK Ogumon, and a Numamon. And they are two monster cards, and I'm actually going to... Oh, excuse me. Still got a little bit of a cold. Whether this will be uploaded around the time I've been talking about having a cold or not. But I'm getting slightly better. So, but yes. So pretty much, I believe after this, we pretty much go to, because we've all been getting it in the dark server. I call that the dark server, or the other server, whatever you like you would call it. We've been getting all like the cards in the circuit boards there. Now we're actually going to move over to the light server, the Asuka server, the one we know, and move over to there. Actually, because I believe I was saying that the tamers have legendary cards as well. Certain tamers that are really tough in this game are they have legendary cards, and you can only be found in the Asuka server. But I'm doing everything in the dark server since I was there, and then I can actually move over and do everything in the light server. There's also, I think, maybe one or two Digimon as well that have cards, but after that it'll just be tamers. I do get a little bit lost here. I actually went past Numamon, I think. So actually it might be two Numamons, not a big Algamon, I could be wrong. And I had to go back. I tried in and out bits and bobs of what I could, really. No, not up there, down. I think I was still trying to use a guy and I was still a bit confused, but there we go. Okay, there's a Numamon. I think it's two Numamons then. So here we're going to get Saber Leomon, which is a green card or jungle card, whatever you call it, part of the forest crew. He's not too bad. I try using my brown deck. I can't actually remember if I actually win with this or not, but we'll find out. Thought I'd try it out. It's still not quite perfected, I believe, at this point. But to be fair, after this point, well, there's one other thing I think you kind of have to do at the end of the game. But this is just mainly, I don't think this is really necessary. For extra stuff, it's just mainly the epic weapons, which I've already got. But this guy pretty much only has green cards, so you don't have to worry about him getting a freeze bug. You can tell at the top because he has only green blocks. If he had a freeze bug, then there'd be a blue block up there, at least one, and you'll know roughly. But he's only got green. Now Saber Leomon is one of those, again, it's pretty much one of those cards where, times 10 the amount of blah blah blah. Now I can't remember what it is. It might be something like how many cards are in your hand or something like that. So I think the one we had before was how many cards are on the field. But this one's like how many cards in your hand or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Or it might be in the card. There's a few. There's like 3, maybe 4, I believe. I like this bit. Basically I stop his card, his eco, whatever you call it. Is it this bit? Okay, no, never mind. That's not this bit. It's later on. I'm jumping ahead. I just did exactly the same thing, so never mind. I was jumping ahead. So we actually lost one, but I think we do win overall. I still think it's silly that if you get a draw, you fail. I just think that's unfair. I guess, they obviously didn't find, a good way to balance it out, I guess. I don't know. But still, I just feel like it's so unfair. I mean, I guess it could kind of go on for a good, a long while. And that's why they did it. Because if you kept getting... So like you kept drawing and then all your cards had to be reset to your deck so you can start playing again, Unless, well, I suppose they could do it like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where basically if you run out of cards, you know what I mean? If you've drawn like 3 times and so like you've only got 7 and the opponent's got like 4 or something, then if you can't draw at least 6 then you lose or something. They could have done it like that, but yeah, well. I just wanted to be a bit more unfair to you, basically. It's like, fine, whatever. I'll stop that. Boom. Stop his beast energy. He's got nothing else, so we win this round. Pretty good. Not the best hand ever, but you know, freeze bug, you can't really do anything about it, so that's handy. If you haven't got a freeze bug by now, if you're playing along with this game, you need to get it. You really need to get it to keep up with these guys. You know, I'd really recommend at least getting 1 or 2. You know. Vicious hacking, let's see what he's got. Okay, so he's got 2 monsters. I'll get rid of that. I don't know what he was going to get. I think it might have been Saberleomon, because he does like doing that. Keep trying to get Saberleomon back from the graveyard. So I think we might have a look at Saberleomon. Just I think I do, just so you guys can see what it is. I can't remember it myself. You know, to be fair. Now that Chrono Balance, I don't know if I've used that, but it's actually a pretty decent card. Basically, it makes both players' hands hold 3 cards. Now, you can use this in different ways. You can use this to maybe remove cards from the opponent's hand. So look, if he has 6, then you could force him to put 3 cards in his hand, in his graveyard. You could do that to increase your chances. So if the opponent has 5, 6, whatever, and you have no cards, because you have to have 3 cards in your hand, Chrono will actually summon 3 cards into your hand, and the opponent loses cards. Again, he can do it the same. There, I basically used it to draw 2 more cards. He's got 3, so it won't affect him at all. So again, you must be, when you use that card, it can be effective, but you must be aware of what the opponent's hand's like, because you could actually help him as well. You know, try not to screw yourself over, I suppose. We've got 4 Haguramons. That means we can get Andromon. It's summon, I think it's Grand Coagamon. It's summoning there. I think you might be able to get Grand Coagamon in a Digivolution. I've never got it, but there was a walkthrough I read before. I was just seeing what Digimons I've never actually got, and I think Grand Coagamon was part of the list. You know, I was hoping you can get that Hercules Carboterimon, but no. So I actually lost. So yeah, okay, it was this battle. I actually lost. So close, so close. But yeah, I basically just skipped ahead to where I won. So I thought it was the next battle, but no. Okay, it was this one. I think I think it's this round here is where I screw him over. I think I stop him using that card. I go into his hand. Yep, and then basically I get rid of his only monster. There's nothing he can do now. Nothing at all, because it's the only monster he had. Obviously, you have to summon a monster onto a field, otherwise you lose. I don't need to do anything because I've got Digimon in a program card, so I can just summon Digimon like so. And he's only got cards that basically summons monsters. But because he's got no monsters, there's nothing he can do. I just did this for lols, but I don't really need to do this because I've won. There's nothing he can do. Not like I can summon them anyway, but I just want to see what I got. There you go. Screwed me over once, not this time. I probably shouldn't have used my brown deck, because here I was using my black deck, and it helped, you know. It helped and it shows. There we go, Saberleomon. Definitely, like I said, possibly worth putting in your deck if you're using a green deck, forest deck, jungle deck, whatever you want to call it. But I won't be, so. But I think I should at least show it off. Again, it's 4 blocks because it's a legendary. Let's have a look. Saberleomon adds 20 times the number of cards in trash. Yeah, there you go, to AP and HP. So the more cards you have in your trash, the more the stronger Saberleomon gets. Okay, so I believe I'll have to try and fill in a little bit here because I believe we're travelling back. I just wanted to show you guys a quick underground route to actually travelling back to the Suka server. The good server. Just closed my door. Should have closed it earlier on. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just showing you guys a good route a quick way to just kind of use this Digimon circuit board here, and because we need to go to the north sector of the other server, to the Asuka server. So pretty much just use this route here. I don't know if I get lost. I think I'm just trying to get my bearings, and then, you know, pretty much just go this route, and then there you go, take us to where we want to go. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, really. kind of bagged out. I will say it's good to be back into the light server, because as much as I don't mind some dark settings in games, I don't really like the look of it in this game, if I'm honest. So I did prefer the brightness of the light there, and the snow, you know, bright snow and that. It's pretty much after, I believe, this last card battle with Numamon, we basically have to fight the Tamers, I think. There might be one more. After that. I think it might be BK Ogumon or something. But yeah, pretty much just the Tamers. I think with the Tamers, I'll most likely touch up on it a little bit more. But you have to have your charism up, or charisma, whatever you call it. Or charisma, of course. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Yeah, you have to have your charisma up to like certain amounts. Normally, I guess I just expect you to level up high enough anyway at that point. If you're unsure, just look up a guide. It's roughly over 2,000 overall. So, like, you know, if your Digimon all had 800 each, it'd be about 2,400. So that should cover everything. It has to be like, I think it's above 2,400 for everyone. The others are like 22, but this is one guy. You have to have like 2,400 and something charisma. Otherwise, he won't battle you for the card. He'll battle you normally, I believe, like a normal card battle, but he won't battle you for the card. And obviously, if you want to battle him for the card, he'll have a different folder. He'll have different cards. But you have to have it high enough, otherwise he won't actually fight you. He may even Digimon battle you actually, but yeah, he won't actually fight you or anything if you don't do it. I don't think there's an order to how we do this either. As long as you've got your charisma up, I honestly don't think there is an order to how you do it. And to be honest, I think it's them that have like the best cards. You know, like I said, I only really care for the program cards. I don't really care for the others, but it's something that you know, completion, everything is something I was going to do anyway. Get all the cards, so you know, it's like filler. It is like filler, and it is a bit tedious going through these things here. I don't know what I'm doing. Again, I think I'm just getting my bearings. I'm probably looking up a guide, just being like, I need to make sure, sort of thing. Nope. No, it's not there either. Yeah, I'm editing the battles from now on, because they just take up time. And, you know, as much as sometimes, you know, battling breaks up the flow. And, you know, as much sometimes it might be nice to see a battle, because all you see is circuit boards. When you're playing it yourself, it is irritating. Getting a battle, then Xing it, and then getting another battle, you know. Now, I jump cutted there. I went up that way, but I was the wrong way. It's dead end, so I decided to cut that out. So what you want to do is you want to go this way. So we're in the same area as we were before, but I just went the wrong way. So we want to go this way. I went to the wrong dead end, basically. So, ignoring me here, we want to just keep going through. But I'm just checking anyway, because I'm unsure. Yeah, no, I don't see him. So, no, he's up here. There's another Numamon. But we're not well, probably still a few more parts. I might try and cram in as much as I can next time, just to speed things up a bit. And then we can obviously, I can move on to the live commentary, which is the story, which is already done. So yeah, it'll be fun. There he is. There you are. Let's fight indeed. That's what you got for me. Dark Evil King. Okay, so he's got a dark deck. Okay. Will I counter with a dark deck? No, I'm going to counter with my summon card deck. Not bad, not bad, not bad hand. 2 Angemons, freeze card. Is that gold aura? Or was that white aura? I think it's gold aura, I'm not sure. And 2 charged shambles, so yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I just thought I was going to cancel him or what. Past me, what are you doing? You're just, okay. Ah, okay, yeah, I was just debating it. Now that card there, Desire Access, I think it was called. I don't think we've seen that. Really good card. Really, really good card. Basically, it's like Pot of Greed times 2. Or times 4, I guess. It enables you to draw 6 more cards. However, it's a new hand, basically. So, if you have cards in your hand, it sends them to the trash, and then you draw a fresh new hand. So, obviously, it's good if it's your last card, because then you can draw 6 new cards. Or if you don't like your hand, you could just use it to trash your hand, and then draw, you know, new cards. Now I believe there's one opponent, I don't know if he has a legendary card or not, but he himself, or he or her or whoever, for someone uses like Desire Access like 2-3 times, and I think they actually have 2 Desire Accesses, which again is cheating with what I was saying, because technically we can only use 1 legendary card each per legendary card. I can't use 2 Desire Accesses. I could use it once, then the next turn bring it back with a card, but I can't, you know, it's basically like limited edition, it's basically like limited cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like where you have Exodia, you're going to have, you know, 1 set of Exodia cards, because, you know, they're so powerful. If you get them, you win automatically. I don't know if it's like that now, to be fair, but you know, that was pretty much how it was when I used to play back in my day. You know, but the computer, I still think it's cheating. I think it's unfair that it can have 2 of the same legendary cards, if I'm honest. You know, hook, line and sinker. I'll just freeze bug is freeze bug, and I can vicious hacking. I think I decided to get rid of that. At least if it's just 2 Lady Digimons, I know what I'm going to be dealing with. Which ain't, you know, too much trouble. There's actually a card I'm actually going to use for my dark deck here, so yeah. I don't know if we've seen him yet. I think I've kind of stopped them from him actually using it, actually, so yeah. I think I'm just deciding on what to get at this point. I need to kind of stop Lady Digimon, so I decided to go for Summon Angemon, so I can get Magna Angemon, basically, and that should help, should be it. I got Haguramon for backup, but Haguramon ain't going to help me right now, if I'm honest, so yeah, we should be good. They actually, Nimon actually names this legendary card wrong, which is quite funny, but I think, I'm not 100% sure, there's a card that looks exactly the same and is actually called that name. Like these 2 Digimons, I think they look exactly the same sort of thing. They look similar or something. There's like, I think there's like 1 or 2 names for them or something. Maybe that's where they went wrong, because I swear there's 2 Digimon that look very similar to each other, and I think that might have been why they you know, they kind of misspelt it there, you know. And our booster 5, that's actually pretty good, if you want high level monsters anyway. So let's see what he gets. Daemon. See, I've heard of Daemon, so let's go and have a look at the card folder. I've heard of Daemon. I think it's an ultimate. It's supposed to be anyway, but whether it actually is or not, I'm unsure. So can't really say. Sorry if the video's jumping a little bit. I don't know if you guys will see it or not, but it's kind of jittering, but it is in sync from what I can see. It is actually in sync, but it's just like jittering. I don't know. It's only this game. I've never had any other problems with any other game. It's just this game doesn't like me. So yeah, this is Daemon. It's Creepymon. Yeah, not really the same, is it? But I decided to add him, so I think it's how many cards are in your hand or something. I think that's what he is, so yeah.